Okay, there we are. We're wow, we're gonna do this again. Yeah, we're here. We're here. We're here. Good thing that we're here, because now we can tell you about the day. We can tell you all the things that make up the day. This is interesting. It really is. What's up with my lighting? It just keeps changing. What's up with that? I said normal dream. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's even better. Let's keep that. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's get started. We got we got one of these that I made. It's that it's got green in it and it's got sand inside. And I drew this. Oof. I can see how it's deteriorating there at the bottom, but it's cool. We did this March 9th, 2027. Something about that year is just, it's just it. So hopefully we'll be there and pass it as well. But we did this little mixture of something in here. I don't know. But we have another. So we just need to take off this sticky skin that gives you all of everything that's inside this and what makes up this container, which I thought it was pretty interesting. So I'm gonna tear this off and we're gonna see what it says on the inside. Oh, this is cloud inspired distillation. Things are looking up. Okay. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. Okay. Oh, that came off like butter. Cool, 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 cool. It says right there. Yeah, that's what it says. So that is not useful anymore. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. Yeah. So we're just gonna create something, and you know, it'll be for somebody. For who? I don't know of them yet. So somewhere in the future, I'm sure I'll come into some type of contact with this person because that is what I said that I'm capable of doing. Then I realized that this container is still sticky too, so I am running the risk of getting sticky fingers, even though it's okay. It's okay. And so I'm basically just adding these little tiny bits of these little dots. And what's important about them is that they're part of the matter. And because it's a part of matter, if I put them together, they ultimately will become something that you've seen before, possibly. And that is the goal. So sometimes it's an animal because that's what we all are. some form of asymmetry animal. And in that, you'll get a face. And in the face, you'll get what you're looking at. So I'm just going to add a few more of these dots up here. And okay, I have an idea of where they should go, but what they should look like, I'm not sure yet. That's not, that's up to some other form of representation. So it could be a tree. It could be an animal. It could be a dog. It could be a cat. It could be a wolf. It could be a triceratops. It could be a penguin. It could be a hill. It could be plants. It could be something, something organic because that is what my brain ultimately is made up of. So that is the only thing that it will come close to knowing somewhere in this pattern of dots. So that's what I laid up there. These patterns. Kind of hard to see that. Yeah. But it'll look something like this. So, yep. And I have sand in it. I like that. So I have to get to that point, but I have to make something that stands out, and I'll get there. I promise. We'll get there wherever it takes us because I'm strong and I'm confident in what I can do. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. So it looks like some type of land that I'm creating at this point. Like I've done beach scenes, I've done forests, I've done clouds, I've done just some type of whale, some type of. I've done hands before. I've drawn hands on it before. So you know, it leads me to believe that this is something still, in some way, something organic. And the plus is that the more that I do it, this is practice for me, and that's positive because you need practice to be perfect. And in order to be perfect, you got to do it as many times as possible. So that ultimately, that ultimately is the goal. Not there yet, whatever this is, but it's strong, and I feel it. I feel, I feel that. Yeah, this is definitely some type of land. Because usually I'll draw an animal quick, and that's it. I would have actually, like, was this 8 minutes? Yeah, I would have been drawn an animal at this point if this was an animal. So this leads me to believe that this is some type of, yeah, this is some type of landmass. And honestly, I really wish I knew where they were located because that would be cool. And go and take pictures. But this is like the best representation of what it is that I can see of wherever this place is located. And somewhere it exists, somewhere out there. And the closer that I get to it, like identifying some parts of it, the more I could be like, yeah, I think I know where this is at. I think I believe in my head that this is something real. So this might be a little thicker, and I like that because that's the creative part. So so I kind of like swirled it. It looks like the sun is like doing a weird reflection. So I can see like three different types of reflections in this. Can you see that? Yeah. But that's where we're at right now. And yeah, cool. What are you doing? I'm actually I'm actually creating. That's really all I'm doing. I'm just creating. And I mean, that's really it. I mean, what did you do today? That's interesting. I like when people say something that they never created, but they can already give a name on it. And then he said bye. Well, I'm glad you came to stop by. And for the rest of your life, you'll believe that what I created, whatever I'm doing, is lame. And guess what? That'll even make you even more mad because you'll never get to see what I finished doing. Ouch. That's a burn right there. That is truly a burn. Well, see ya. And because that's where we are, I like how it's interesting that you have really that you found time to say something that you're gonna have to carry on for the rest of your day. It sucks. It really does suck. Well, moving on. He said, "Yeah." Yeah. All right. So, yeah, it looks like some land. So I'm gonna start drawing. I'm just gonna start drawing some plants, and that is what we're going to do. Yeah, this is a little bit, of my day, what I'm capable of doing, because in the grand scheme of it all, we're part of this play system where you can do whatever you want to, and then people can admire it, they can take notes, they can also join in and help create too, because that's what we're here for. We're here to create, and by that, it's whatever you want to. I've seen some people create some things that I'm like, what is that? And what it turned out to be is something that only they're capable of understanding, because they're God in a sense, and so they're going to create and make things that they enjoy watching, or enjoy looking at, or stand back and be like, dang, I really made this. And you know what? That's what's up. Because I can't take that from you. That's whatever. Yeah, that's whatever you say it is. And cool. So I drew. I think they look like plants, some type of plants. You know what I always think it is when they're like clustered up like that. Like Rick and Morty went for those. Those the balls. They look like nuts, and he had to shove them up his butt. That's what they look like. That's what I'm getting from this. I mean, I don't think you should ever do that, but it's just it just came to my mind that that's what they look like. And well, and that's what they're gonna be. So have at it. Have at these nuts. So I'm trying not to put my hand over top of the stickiness and of the paint, because the ink, because it hasn't dried yet. And yeah, I don't want to get I don't want to get smudges all over it, because smudging is such a weird it's like a weird experience. You're gonna get it inside your skin and then inside your bloodstream as well. So you gotta be careful of stuff like that. There's very potent to things like that. And yeah, so I'm just gonna draw I think that's what this is. It's just supposed to be some type of garden, I guess. But I always like to draw some type of animal as well, so we'll be drawing an animal somewhere. There's a lot of empty space in between here, so that's cool. It's cool. You said negative people ain't worth your time. Oh no. Oh, absolutely not. But you know what? They stopped by, so I have to give them, what they deserve. Because I could have gave you some positive stuff. I could have gave you some money. I could have told you, your day is going to be great. I could have gave you something that you can use, but instead you decided to give me something negative. And so, yeah, you're just at the end of it is still going to have negative because that's what you brought. And nobody can do anything with negative stuff if you don't even know what to do with it. So, but I'm going to add some more leaves to the top of this. And yeah, said, hope you have a good day. Wait, I can't read this. The sun is like, the sun is creating such a reflection. It's so weird. The glasses can't see, and I can see the water bottle like 100 times through there. But yeah, I mean, I'm just out here doing, you know, what's best for me, and I really hope your day is just as good too. Oh, what's up, Veronica? I didn't even see you there. Did you check my gifts on Fortnite? Oh, you said on Fortnite. I thought you said that you gifted it like on YouTube or something. My bad, my bad. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out on Fortnite. I didn't know that. You said, hope you have a good day or you like the gift. I love gifts. You know what's just really crazy is that when people get gifts, it's like it's really from the heart. Seriously, a present is different. So I really appreciate gifts because I'm not expecting it. So I appreciate that, Veronica. For real, for real. Oh, that's Aiden. Oh no, Dill Pickle. Oh, Dill Pickle said that. And then Aiden. What's up, Aiden? Yeah, staring at my phone too long. And yeah, I appreciate that, Veronica. That means a lot, for real, for real. That means so much. And look, see now my day is brighter. You know what I'm saying? Just because of you. I appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate that. I do. I do. I do. So a lot of times I come out here and like I'm just watching, the sun and stuff like that because the sun is usually at the same spot. It's interesting. It's like this the corner of my eye, and and I come out here to get some of that, and it really helps. It helps my day out. Like the first thing I do is like, okay, you got to go get some sun, and when it's out, it's like this hot. Can you see that? It's this hot. So I kind of appreciate it. Where everything sits, and yeah, that's some real good stuff right there. Ah, I'm touching the sticky for real, for real. Yeah. All right. Let's draw. I'm just gonna draw another plant, and there we go. I'm just gonna make a smaller one over here too. Yep. So what else do you have planned for the day? What important things do you have to make you who you say you are. Because ultimately, that's how the day is gonna go, however you choose it. Unless somebody else got, the full reins of your life and you just gotta go with it, which is understandable. I get that. All right, so that is just some trees. Oh my gosh, the reflection is crazy. Yeah. And I'm just gonna draw. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna draw all the way up there or down it, whatever, upside down, left, right, BA, whatever it's supposed to connect to. Because a lot of times it's like I thought about it, and looking at it, like if I put this right, if I do this upside down, I mean you can sit this like this however you choose to, and then there's like a whole different picture because some of the representation is upside down. So yeah, I have other ones too. They have fish and stuff, and like when you look at it from this side, it's like wait, the fish looks right if you look like this way, and then when you turn it upside down, it still looks correct. It's the wildest thing. So there's some different types of yeah, there's some different types of motif plants and animals up there. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep I'm just gonna keep drawing like that. And I'm gonna add a few I have like one or two right here because I drew this one. Choose this side. And in the end I'm gonna put some sand inside it. And yeah, and the heavier it becomes, I'm glad it's a container. Instead of throwing it in the trash and it's not going to be recycled for a couple years, might as well, put it to good use because I've already used it, and um, I kind of feel wasteful because you get these containers, like I get them every week at this point if I go grocery shopping, and I'm like, wow, I just keep seeing myself throw them all in the trash, and I'm like, that's not healthy. Because if I could recycle them, if they could be broken down, I would, but I don't have the tools for anything like that. So, throwing them in the trash made sense at some point, but this kind of makes a little bit more sense to just reuse them. And, you know, they could be a gift, they could be something useful. I don't know. Because people like things that are repurposed in a way. And you don't have to drink out of it. You don't have to do anything. You just look at it because it's a piece of art at this point. And I'm glad I'm glad I'm just responsible enough to do something that just helps a tad bit. Because even though the containers, I'm long with it talking to. Even though the containers are like they're already been uh, purposed, like they have a purpose. They're full of water already until you drink them completely, and then that's it. But it feels good to know that at least I did something at some point in time that was healthy, and it's healthy for my mental too. Like a lot of times, I'm like, am I doing this right? Does this make sense? So yeah, you really like my art? Oh, I really like your art and taking your time to do this. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. If I don't get bored with it, I'll do it long enough. Because if I get bored, that's it. It's over. I'm gonna go do something else. But um, you know, giving it just a little bit and it looks good, I'm cool with. I'm cool with. I have patience, and I've learned that actually, which is crazy too. I've learned patience by sitting more. So I remember like sitting in restaurants waiting for food, sitting at the doctor's waiting to be seen, waiting in grocery lines, like waiting for food lines, just like all types of waiting, waiting in traffic. And what's the craziest part is like, okay, am I gonna waste it knowing that this time is for me? And I was like, well, let me just do something crazy. I'll just bust out my phone and just start drawing. And that's how I learned patience. Because in that time, you could be doing something that's productive for yourself, that meant something. Because that time you'll probably forget or be angry or upset or something about that is just like, I'm so glad I left because it was, in some way, shape, or form, it wasn't for me. And I'm like, well, wait, if you're there, then it was for you. You just didn't know what to do in that time period. And that is wasteful. And I respect that. I really do. Because I saw tons of times like that. I'm like, damn, I'm going to be waiting in this line. No, a matter of fact, I went to, like, I usually go, like, I send these things off to people as gifts. So I package everything up, put some t shirts in there, and, some merch and stuff like that. And, like, I'm waiting to just give it to the person who's going to, like, mail it off or ship it off. And people be, like, upset. They be upset. They be like, man, I get here and there's only one person that's going to be able to help us and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, why the hell did you come? Why did you make that point in time? And now you're upset because you're here. Like, just be grateful that you got the energy to go and do something for somebody else or take care of something that you said you were going to do. And now you're fully not engaged anymore. You're not immersed. You're playing a video game and you're not immersed. So what's the point? Like you might as well just turn it off, delete it, and go do something else that is functional for you. If you found it, that much of a misery for you. So that's how I learned. It's pretty much how I learned patience throughout this. Because eventually it'll look and it'll be whatever it is that you say it is. You just have to have patience. You have to have, let's just say, you have to have time to recognize what's your value, what's valuable. All right, so I'm just gonna draw like a small creature up here, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this day moving strong. It looks like I'm gonna start out with the back end of this. Yeah, I'm trying not to touch the ink because I don't want it to get in my skin. Because I don't want to be ink. I really don't. And that stuff it'll get directly into your bloodstream, and then you'll be ink. You'll be ink. There it is. Look, I got some ink. I'll be ink for the next 20 minutes, and I don't want to be ink. I don't want to taste like ink. Yeah. So for sure. But yeah, this is a part of my day, and there's other things that might be like fulfilling and stuff like that in other ways. But this is like future stuff. I'm doing this for the future. And these are all just small parts of it because that's how we make, that's how we make ourselves. We're a part of some time period like dinosaurs. Like I remember like dinosaurs. Um, I remember it like being like dinosaurs had to go through something in order to know what they were. They're like, oh, okay, I could fly. Okay, I could swim. Okay, I could crawl. Or like I could have other people who look like me. I could have other creatures that sound like me. And it's incredible because they went through it just like we have to go through it. And you just figure out the things that you are capable of doing. Because like this point, I don't have wings, which means that I can't fly, like I would love to. And you know, I just have to figure out what it is that I say that I'm capable of doing with the skills that I have. Because you pick up some skills and shoot, you can do anything. Because now there's a lot of tools and stuff. So these tools help us become a better us, whatever that means, whatever that might be, um, for you. and I enjoy it. I'm doing something here, some type of, yeah, that's what that looks like. And this, like I've said, throughout the years, at any point, like if I'm doing something, I'm pretty sure it'll help me out in the future. I'll have this meeting with myself for the future. And that shit is cool. It's the most amazing thing I've learned. It's like because all of these things are just points in time. You're like, man, I hate the fact that I'm supposed to be here and I gotta do this and I gotta do this. And I'm like, well, you gotta get something out of it. You could meet somebody who could have the same feeling that you have, and that could spark something amazing, for yourself. But you don't realize it if you just leave. How do you get anything done if you're just like, you know, you're up and you're always anxious? And I would check that. I would check that ASAP if you feel anxious or you feel worried about the things that you're doing, and sometimes they don't mean enough for you at that point in time because you don't understand it. You don't. Yeah, I'm on the balcony right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. I'm on my luxurious balcony. All right. Uh, yeah. So you can see it through my glasses, huh? I'm definitely on the balcony. Just living it up. just just living it out. But yeah, so like, like those are just like small things that I learned. And the course of learning is, man, you just got to figure out what you are, because you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, man, I don't recognize this. I don't understand this. Well, you're going to have to give yourself a little bit more time before you delete, you know, whatever it is that you are at that point, because it's going to take some time to get through whatever it is that you are, better or worse. And yeah, that is that is that is you. Sticky, sticky, sticky. So it's starting to turn into like some type of shark. I don't know. Some some sausage shark. The sun is like gleaming. It's hard. It's so difficult. There it is. Watch out for that shark. Um, yeah, man. Just give it some time. Young, old, adventurous. A lot of people don't realize that they're more adventurous than anything too. I saw that as a because like I've done some things in my past at this point because you don't do a lot of things you know too crazy at this point, and it's harder. Can you show us your setup? You talk about like my like what setup? What setup you talking about? Like where I Fortnite? You want me to show you your setup like that? I could show you my setup. It's just a it's just a case, and I have a big screen though. That's pretty cool. And I use keyboard. I mean, I use well, I'm trying to get into keyboard and mouse, but I have controllers for my setup, and yeah, and a projector. That's that's my setup. But right now, I'm just using my phone. That's all it is. It's just my phone because it's easier to stream this way. So yeah, 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 yeah. But I'm almost done with this shark. See, that's why I say like when I do animals and stuff like that, they're like way easier because I've seen them a billion times. I mean, I even swam with them. I've even at some point like I don't think I've lived with them, but very close proximity to some of these creatures and animals and stuff like that. Just a part of life. You don't even realize it how close you live to some of these creatures. You know, they're doing their everyday, and you're just going about your day, just as just like that. So yeah, yeah. What's your setup like? What do you got? What's your what's your take now on your setup? I mean, because you do have an account on YouTube, so I mean, you make some shorts. Like, what's your go-to? This tail. Yeah, it took me a couple years to figure this out too. Like, I've been on social media for a few years now. Like, cause something yesterday I used might have broken like where you play games. Yeah, pretty much. I just got the setup. Um, a desktop that I created. I actually built that a couple years ago, and it's running smooth. And instead of having like small screens, I have a large projector as my main screen. So, not saying it's easier to look at, but that's what I've always wanted. You know, playing video games on small screens is different. So, if anything, I would go back to using keyboard and mouse at some point in time for my accuracy because I've noticed that. And, you know, I always want to get better doing stuff because why not? I got plenty of time to be better. Look how the sun has like the sun is like, oh shoot, that's crazy. I'm glad we're done now. This is this thing moves fast. So that's my shark. There it is. Oh my gosh, the sun. Hold on. Whew. Okay. Can you can you get my shark in there? There it is. All around. And it's crazy because the ink is doing something to the water bottle as well. Anyway, that's just stuff that I noticed. And I'm gonna put Perky's Pocket up here. Oof, it's sticky everywhere. I'm gonna have to use some. I thought about it too, cause I might have to use some Mod Podge. Oof, to cover up some of this ink so it doesn't melt. Cause I realized the bottom of it is being eaten. So there it is, Perky's Pocket. Can you see it? It's right there. Perky's Pocket. All right, so let's put the date on here because I believe it's the 22nd. I think so. Yeah, it's April. It is April 22nd, 2027. Because something about that year, which I'm hoping I'm still going to be here, but maybe that might be a good selling year or something. Yeah, so that's what that is. for sure. So this is complete. Let's put this marker capped, and we have two of these containers. I'm gonna put sand in this one, and it's gonna look like this. And this is just gonna be a small gift. And I usually do this for birthdays and stuff like that. You know, something small. You don't have to go out and like, spend hella money on stuff that people may not even remember. I thought about that too. I was like, if I go and buy some stuff for somebody's birthday, I was like, how many things do people really remember? Like for real. Like for real, for real. But yeah, that's totally up to you. So this is, whoa, look how bright it is. That's why I don't work after 4 because the sun just be doing extra stuff. But this is done. Sorry, the sun's like, I don't know. The sun is bright, but that's it. That is it. What a small token for the day. And I did that. I created this. I'm gonna put some sand in it. I'm gonna cap it, and Perky's Pocket. Perky's Pocket made it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I will. I'll catch y'all in the next one for sure. For sure. Look how bright it is. Yeah. But I'm gonna be on later, and yeah. Look at the sun. I'm gonna sit higher, and I'm gonna enjoy being baked. That's what I'm gonna do. Cause in like 20 minutes, the sun is just gonna be it's gonna be so blinding. But I'm glad that you were here, and I'll see you. I'll see you in the next one.